my question is like, why does this happen? Why does that mug get created? Right? Why? And that's where the paradigm of, oh, I am taking action and now my own new set of belief. मतलब एक बच्चा एकदम 5 साल का बच्चा, what do you want to become when you grow up? Like, I want to become an astronaut. ग्रेजुएशन तक, अरे जॉब मिल जाए तो काफी है. हाँ, तो वैसा हो जाता ना. उन्होंने जो एक्सपेक्टेशन था धीरे 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 कम करके they have their own hit of reality. Obviously a rich kid would get a much more better option than a poor kid, right? And then there are situations जहाँ पे extremely poor kid like APJ Abdul Kalam हुआ, जिनके लिए situation का कभी था ही नहीं. For him, he turned it around. Things happened. And I think Einstein was also kind of in that level. Okay, जहाँ पे things weren't for him, he wasn't at the right place at the right time, but things happened. Okay.
So we have all kinds of combinations and permutations.
Right, right. So in that, the core concept that I'm actually looking at, that though Duryodhana is like, his purpose was, I want them to suffer. Like, I want the Pandavas to suffer, and they were like, jitna bhi suffering hoga, we will go through it. We will go through it happily. And they were in that mode of thinking. That was their thought process. That was their training. मतलब दुर्योधन के माँ बाप ने उनको वो ट्रेनिंग दिया नहीं था जो पांडवस के माँ ने दिया था, कुंती जी ने उनको दिया था. So that also matters in this whole thing. Okay, but currently it's Kali Yuga. Everybody, like even our parents are some kind. We come at a realization they are also human beings. They are not Superman. They also have their feeling. They have their plus, negative, and everything. Okay, so the point that I'm coming at is like, where and how one is things go bad. Like, वो जो बुरा thought process शुरू हो जाता है. Okay, वो है. And then what is those foundational aspect where we said, okay, this is how I can implement. And I want to look at with current level of thinking, जहाँ पे people want to be successful. This is what we are looking at. I want to be successful. I don't want to make other people wrong. But but in this cutthroat world, I have to be in a particular manner. So how can we put the foundation of spirituality and still grow in that thing while dealing with all the muck that is going on?
This line of yours, I really don't like. I can say I hate the line.
Acha. Which line?
The line which you said just now is, I'm spiritual, but still I want to be successful. Actually, according to me, only if you are spiritual, you'll be successful.
Acha.
And rest other things, they just come and go. Even if they come, they are not going to remain so. And therefore, if I'm spiritual, only then I'll be successful is the right way, right sentence. Otherwise, when we say that I'm spiritual and still I want to become successful, that as if spirituality is like, going to the dogs and in poverty and in like that. It seems like that, but it's not like that. Spirituality has nothing to do with material conditions.
Right.
Material conditions, that is what you call success. So material success, let us say, okay, material affluence and all those things, fame and education and wealth and health, good health. So all these things, it has nothing to do with spirituality.
Okay.
So you can be spiritual even if you are poverty stricken, like Sridhar Kolavecha, and you can be a perfect, successful person and be spiritual, like Krishna Chandra Prabhu,
Okay.
or Srinathji Prabhu. We had our great spiritual giants. We are having our spiritual giants in our in society also. We can see them that they are satisfied, and a very poor person is also very, very satisfied. I could name Padmavati Mataji. She was a very, very poor lady, but always satisfied, completely satisfied. So, and she inspired so many people. So, uh, spirituality and happiness. If you call success as happiness, that then spirituality, yes, only can give you success. And if we want material affluence, then yes, we must try for it. There's no problem.
Hmm.
But at least I don't know anyone who can guarantee success. There are many people who speak about, I guarantee you success, material success. But everything is in the hands of the Lord.
Okay.
That's my understanding. You
Right.
have got the adhikar to pursue it. And if
Hmm.
you get it, please don't say that I have earned it.
Hmm.
You have put in efforts, and the Lord has been kind to deliver. That's what actually it is. How
Right.
much ever you may take the credit, but
Hmm.
then there are so many people who actually work hard and they really are deserving, but they don't get it.
Right.
So why didn't they get it?
Hmm.
They had competence, they put in all efforts, they were sincere, and everything. They had the cooperation also from everyone. Still, they couldn't get it.
Hmm. You are saying, and I completely agree. Based on the shastras, we are saying there is a spiritual world, and we are living in a material world. Okay, that is there, and but the line, for example, what you just said was that you can be poor, be satisfied. You can be rich, you can be satisfied. Yesterday, I was speaking to a friend of mine, and he said works at Monginis. He's an interior designer, corporate interior designer, and he got a client from a call, and वो बोल रहे कि इनसे मेरा बात हुआ है. He makes 1 crore rupees per month, right?
Wow.
1 crore rupees per month. Okay. फिर भी he would address me as Sudesh ji. when talks to me, he like most humble purpose. वो किसी को उनको स्टेट अलॉटेड क्या बोलते हैं सीआरपीएफ दो जवान दे दिए जो गन लेके हमेशा उनके साथ खड़े रहते हैं. एंड देन ही हैज दिस एनजीओ जहाँ पे उन्होंने क्या किया है, all those women who are handicapped women, जिनको बात करने नहीं आता है, ये उनको सबको किया है, उनको बड़ा करता है. तो सम ऑफ देम आर सिंगल मदर्स, सम ऑफ देम आर यंग लेडीज, सबको स्कूल में डालना, उनको पूरा जॉब्स देना, ये करना. सो आई वाज like fascinated with that story, that there is a person who is at that level, makes so much of money, and he's still giving it away, right? He comes at and that is like the height of spirituality. अरे ये मुझे मिल गया, and I'm giving it to the society, giving it to again it comes in the material faction, but उन्होंने क्या किया for the society, he started doing everything. Okay, now those are extreme cases, that's the whole point. Abhi majority of the people are in this faction, whether they are chanting Hare Krishna, or whether they are chanting any other, or any other meditation or any other thing to calm their mind. Okay, I'm just saying that, okay, how do we train ourselves to be on that line of I should be happy with the action that I'm taking rather than the result? Because unfortunately, जब भी कुछ रिजल्ट नहीं मिलता तो दुख, लोगों को दुख आता ही है. पीपल आर गेटिंग इन
Yeah.
टू दैट जोन वेर अरे आई मैंने वो फर्स्ट रैंक लाने के लिए मैंने इतना मेहनत किया, फर्स्ट रैंक नहीं आया तो मैं तो दुखी होने ही वाला हूँ ना. मैं ये जॉब के लिए एप्लीकेशन डाल रहा हूँ, मैं इतना मेहनत कर रहा हूँ, सब कुछ कर रहा हूँ, अगर वो मुझे जॉब नहीं मिल रहा है, मैं सब एंगल से काम कर रहा हूँ, मैं तो दुखी होने ही वाला हूँ ना. या मैं वो प्रमोशन के लिए काम कर रहा हूँ, एंड समबडी जस्ट कम अवे एंड टेक्स इट अवे. So satisfaction रहता है, because that path of growth way gets hindered ना, which is there in my in that person's mind. That is what we are looking at. Okay, it's like वो
Yeah.
हो रहा ही नहीं है ना, because that तनाव stress comes by default. That's the default state right now.
So yeah. So if I'm getting, if I'm expecting, naturally I'm going to be stressful.
Okay.
So I have to know that my mind
Hmm.
is going to trouble me
Hmm.
if I don't uh, expect properly. What to expect if I don't know?
Hmm.
Then I'm going to face the music.
Hmm.
So certain people they think that I must not be bored anytime. So
Okay.
if boredom comes, that is my problem.
Okay.
Some people think that if someone betrays me,
Hmm.
then I'll become angry. So if someone betrays me, how do I deal with betrayal?
Hmm.
If I'm bored, then how do I deal with boredom? So if there is a need for freedom. When I'm working, I need my freedom. So if I don't get my freedom, then there is a problem. So how I deal with my freedom? Sometimes, I need to be significant. But if I'm not, then how I deal with my significance or insignificance? How do I deal with the obstacles that come in my life? So if the obstacles are there, how do I deal with it? That is what is has to be learned. And how do you learn it? You learn from the people who actually are successful in dealing with it.
Okay.
So association is very, very important. Like if I do certain good things for people, they must appreciate, no?
Hmm.
And if I don't get appreciation, how do I deal with that? If like I have got so many faults, now come on, I'm a human being. So if I'm having if I'm having faults, how do I deal with my fault again? That is what is going to make me unhappy or happy.
Hmm.
So how do I deal with these factors? I have got financial losses. I was having 10 lakh rupees and suddenly kuch ho gaya and then everything went away.
Hmm.
So how do I deal with my financial losses? That actually makes me, so I need to see people who have gone through all these things. So if I'm not knowing how the reaction is, I will go to the wrong things only which the world is showing. Like you find so many people doing suicide. There are so many people who fight with their spouses. There is violence. Then there is police station. Then there is so many wrong things are happening. Why? From where have they got this? They have got this from the world that is designed to give you unhappiness, and we are very much attracted to those gadgets.
Okay.
So that is where we learn.
Hmm.
So we have to be alert where I'm going to mm, learn all these things when I'm going to deal with those problems. So there are ideals, in this world also. There are many people who live ideal life. And if we want to search for them, there are plenty. The thing is, we are not approaching such kind of people.
Right.
And when you meet such people, when you associate with them, you get inspired.
Hmm.
Wow. And then second thing is the books. When we read about such personalities, not only Mahabharata and Ramayana, there's so many of them. And then when you read the charitra of so many people, even modern people. So I love Narendra Modi ji. So I keep on uh, pursuing
Hmm.
more about him, knowing more about him, how he behaves, and a political front, how he behaves. Of course, now everything about him, his personal life, his relationship with his mother, everything is political. People may say that everywhere he has got his agenda, but how much can one person act? So somewhere you can understand how the person is, right? In the same way, not only in PM Modi, there are so many. APJ Abdul Kalam, for example. How is he in his personal life? How he met his challenges, obstacles, his failures. So when you see all those things, when you associate with them through books, through personal, in person, then you actually are inspired to, and you actually get a cue how you can also in your situations, how you can
Right.
face,
Right.
become successful.
Cool.